has happened on occasion. And it looks like another asteroid field, but this one looks mostly depleted. Let's fly around and see what they got. So we'll trade out this one. We just had a turret mechanic popping because why not? Alright, so let's see if there's any good stuff. We'll do a flyby. Yeah, I don't see anything. It looks mostly depleted. Huh. I mean, there's little bits and pieces here and there. Iron. Yep, there's iron. Didn't I have one that boosted range? Hold on, let me check. That's turrets. That's deep scan. Ah, so this is scanner range. So if I swap out, we'll do that. Yeah, that boosts my scanner range. Oh, good. Oh, well, there's some titanium. But it appears to be mostly iron. Alright, well, good to know. So I'll just make a little note. Field iron / titanium. And we're going to jump back. Alright, so we're going to go over there real quick. Hope it's not a pirate base. Calculating. And jump! Another asteroid field? That's suspicious. Alright, I've seen this before. And the last time I ran into something like this, this one asteroid had a ton of titanium in it. So we're going to go into the build menu real quick. We're going to scrap our salvaging setup. It's salvaging. There you go, titanium mining. Hold on. Double titanium mining. X. Alright. Mirror. There we go. BP 222. Thank you. Who or what are you? Alright, you're an awful. That's fine. Alright, let's go see how much materials we have in this one asteroid, shall we? I said the last time I found a setup like this, there was, geez, I want to say 20k titanium? 83,000 titanium! Mother of God! That is a lot of titanium. We may be here a while, folks. Enjoy the music. Feel free to chat. 140,000? This is by far the biggest I found. The biggest one I found so far is 20K. 20,000 something. This is considerably more than that. So we're gonna chunk this for all it's worth. Well, like I said, we're gonna be here for a while, folks, so buckle in. Feel free to chat in the chat section. Listen to the music. Enjoy your day. And I hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, that's why I haven't done that yet. I feel like there's something off with how much it costs to make a reconstruction site versus how much your ship is actually worth, sort of thing. Or they're expecting you, like, just for reconstruction, they're expecting you to make, like, billions in trading or salvaging. And I feel like reconstruction sites should not be that expensive. Like, maybe the cost of your ship and every like, if you're at the farthest edges, just the cost of your ship in your starting area, and then by the time you get to the center, it should be not inside the barrier, but if you're near the barrier, it should be like cost of your ship times 100%, and then if you're inside the barrier, cost of your ship times, something like that. But it just felt way too expensive to build a reconstruction site. When I get a chance, I'm pretty sure we passed one. I'll go see how much it costs for me right now. But like I said, how cool would it be to build a carrier, come up to an asteroid like this, go, alright, launch mining fighters, poof, launch 10 of them, and just sit there as they just slowly strip mine it in front of you. So I am going to, we'll see how much I end up with. Like I said, I'm taking all of this, because I've never found a limit to your carry capacity for ore. Components, trade goods, guns, yes. Or no. So I will take as much of this as I can get, sell half of it, hopefully for a large thing, and then I want to try to build a mining / salvaging carrier of some sort. And I think that would be very fun to tool around in, at least for me. You may disagree, and I think it would be awesome. I would also like to see some sort of practice build mode, like outside of the single player game, where you could just sit there and be like, alright, I'm about to build a carrier for the first time. Save game, back to main menu, practice build mode. Titanium blocks, unlimited money, unlimited materials. Alright, so how much would I actually need to build a carrier? And you build your carrier, alright, calculate how much titanium did I use, how much money did this cost me. That would be nice, yes? I think it would be. And then alright, write it down or make a note or something. Back out, go back in. Or even export the plans, go back in, build according to this plan, boom, there you go. Good evening, Phoenix Star. I hope your day went well. It's only 2 p.m. where I am, so I don't know what time it is where you are. Middle of Europe. That's cool. I've been to... So middle of Europe's like, in my mind, and I am American, so I apologize if I'm way off. Middle of Europe to me is Sweden, Germany, Poland. What else is next to... Like that area. North of Italy. Which, I love to travel. And someday I'd like to make enough money to travel. More than I have. So that is on my list to visit. Okay, fair enough. So that would be, and again, I apologize. So, Far East. I was going to say Hungary, Budapest, Ukraine. That area. Alright, cool. Well, welcome to the stream. We are playing Avorion. This is my... Oh, yes. I've been to Rome, and it's always fascinating to me. I stayed in a hotel that was, when I visited Rome, a long time ago. But I stayed at it blows my mind visiting Europe because you can stay in a hotel that is 5 times as old as the entire country of the United States, and you sit there and go, "My God, we Americans are so uppity." Yeah. Yep. I just started. This is technically my second attempt at a playthrough. If you've never been to the stream before, I do have a schedule I try to stick to, but 10 to noon is Total War Warhammer, which I enjoy, and then the afternoon I play a different game, and for now it is Avorion. But once I start a game, I will either play it till I either complete it, or a minimum of 20 hours, and then I see how I feel about the game after that. I find about 20 hours into a game, you can figure out, yeah, I'm having fun, I want to play it all the way through, or, you know what, not so much, I'm done. But for now, yeah. For now, I'm having fun with Avorion. We were just discussing with Exterminatus that we would love to see, like, an elite style or an Eve style living economy in this game. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's very relaxing. That's why I like it. I will tell you that for a long time my go-to relaxing game was, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but Sins of a Solar Empire, which is a very large strategy game of galaxy proportions. And it is one I always recommend. If you've never played it, just give it a shot. It's really cheap. It's really well done. And there are some amazing mods for it at this point that convert it into a very good Star Trek real-time strategy game, or Star Wars real strategy RTS, or I forget the name of the mod. Yeah, but there's a mod that I forget the name of it. I checked it out for a day, then I had to wipe my hard drive, and this was years ago. I hope they finished the mod. but it turned the game into Star Wars versus Star Trek versus Stargate versus Babylon 5. And that blew my mind. Because I was just like, oh my god, other people have watched Babylon 5. But yeah, Sins. One series I would love to see get off the ground again. The Homeworld series of video games. Alright. All it was, like I said, I played it years ago. It had to be at least 2 or 3 years ago. And they were just starting the mod. So there were some balance issues, but for the Star Wars, they had the Alliance and the Rebels. For Star Trek, they had Federation and Klingons. For Stargate, they had the Tory and the Goa'uld. And for Babylon 5, they had, if I can remember right, it was the... because they took it from the 4th or 5th season of Babylon 5. So it was the Interstellar Alliance, and then I think the other side was Shadows. But I could be wrong about that. But it was interesting, because it's one of those things... Yeah. I have a lot of time on my hands. Hence all this. But yeah, I honestly, unless I've played a game for a long time, I generally don't mod it. Or if I find something really annoying, like being attacked by random pirates in a game, I might see if there's a mod for it. Like, to give an example, Total War Warhammer 2, love the game, the diplomacy system sucks. So I would love, at some point I'll probably go find a mod, once I'm done playing through on vanilla, to fix the diplomacy system a little better. But like with Sins, there were just so many mods, and a lot of them are very well done. The Star Trek Armada 3 Total Conversion mod for Sins. It turned it into like one of the best Star Trek games ever. Where are those pirates? The other thing I don't get, is why do space stations not have weapons? Like, hit points, I can see them having massive hit points, but like, I understand a trading post not having massive amount of weapons. Where are you going? Stay away. Alright, we're gonna jump. We're getting out of here. Alright, jump calculated and gone. Yeah. Well, it only hit Steam like 3 weeks ago. Alright, so how many resources do I have? 25,000 titanium. Let's go sell like half of that. And I will put add note, titanium, asteroid. I think there was 25k left. Map. So let's go sell about half of this. We'll knock it down to even 15k. Yep. I actually started, like I said, I started a playthrough, but then last week, or the week before, my motherboard and processor went kaput. So I had to take a week off while I got that reinstalled and that sort of thing. Otherwise, I'd probably be much further along. But yeah, I had a 5 or 6 year old processor and motherboard, so it was handling the game fine, awesome, but it would take like 2 or 3 minutes to load between sections. I now have an i7 Pentium processor, and I'd have to look up the motherboard. But now it takes about 10 seconds, so I am not complaining about the upgrade. I will admit, my main games are strategies and RPGs. Although the last RPG I played was Tyrant? Yeah, Tyrant. Which is pretty good. And the last... Yes, definitely. To give you an idea, like I said, every Eastern Time, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., I usually stream Total War Warhammer 2 currently. There we go, let's dock with this. And it would take about... To be fair, there's a lot of factions in that game. So it takes a while when you do the computer turn. And on my previous setup, it would take about 2 minutes to cycle through all the factions, which was still pretty fast. Now, I timed it about 30 seconds. So I am not complaining. So we will do 724. There we go. And then another, we'll say 10,000. And we will sell 1, 3, 3, 2. See, and then this happens. I have 6,000 iron. I'm trying to sell 1,332 of it. It says I don't have enough. I'm trying to sell 1 iron. So, and it's only iron I find this material this happens with, and it's random. So, I do admit alpha's alpha, but still pretty cool. All right. And I want to... Right, we're headed in this direction. So we were headed southwest. Let's find that again, and we will continue on our travels. Exploring... Are you south? That's southeast. We don't want southeast. We want west-southwest. It happens to me randomly. What'll happen, like, if I jump and then come back, it'll probably work fine. But, you know, for 1,000 iron, it's honestly not worth it. And it's only the iron resource. Titanium, well, so far. Titanium I've never had a problem selling or buying. But iron, every once in a while, it'll just be... Despite the fact that you have 20,000 iron, if I try to sell one, it's like, nope, nope, nope. So, whatever. You know, I filed a bug report. I'm sure at some point, whenever they look through it, they'll find it. They either fix it or they don't. Any wreckage? Oh, that's a frigate. That's a loader. Alright. And for those of you who want to... I've been avoiding fights. I keep enough to completely rebuild my ship. If I need to, plus a little more. The rest I sell to make money. I'm sure there are better ways to make money. But, you know, I'm just exploring right now. Getting my feel for it. I was telling Exterminatus... let me check my notes real quick. Ooh, new place. However, this is further from the core. So, we may... A coal mine. Why not? Huh. Here. The military outpost, I believe, if I remember right, was selling... Or maybe it was the equipment dock. That has titanium salvage fighters. Yeah, I thought about that. I don't feel like all I have is a gun. I suppose I could go back or switch out my things, get a bunch of guns. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. Right now I just want to explore. And I'm done exploring over here. I'm going to explore over here because this is where we're headed, is the center, so. Build a miner drone to mine until I explore. That's cool. But yeah, this titanium, like I said, I like the idea of having a carrier, a bunch of salvage fighters or miner fighters just hopping into an asteroid and going launch and just have them strip mine everything. The same thing with the salvage. Foop. I'm a sucker for carriers. All right, we're going to head back. Like I said, we're going to explore these 3 nodes. Oh, right click, thank you. Hit the map. That's cool. Like I said, it's farther away from where I go. Trinium. I found some titanium ones. See? Titanium salvage fighters. Isn't trinium further down? Let's go to the build. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, I was wondering how they handle more than one ship. Where is that other gateway? There it is. Yeah. Nope, not salvage. Darn. Actually, what do I have? Wrong button. What do I have? Mining. That's fine. Oh, 4K asteroids. Okay, so that's what that mode is. Alright, I've been using it to quick find. Gates and that sort of thing. So, but like I said, I want the rest of this is probably just going to be bopping around, talking to chat. If a fight breaks out, probably that was weird. Keep an eye on stuff, see what I can eat. East? East, alright. Player-to-player damage is disabled. Does anyone know what the limit on... Okay. Players per server is? I heard it was 50, and I don't know if that's true or not. Because when you create a multiplayer server, and you can set the amount of humans on it, and I heard the limit was 50. And I don't know if that's true or not. Because, like I said, I would love to see a living economy in the game. And yeah, okay, it would be cool, like I said, get that living economy in there, just you know, form your faction, and just get like an Eve thing going on, where you've got like hundreds of people on with a living economy in this game, and they're just doing their thing and see what happens. East and then north.